So before we get into the best F-150 years, hit the like button and subscribe, because these are the model years that stand out for being more reliable, more durable, and much safer bets if you want a truck that can actually last. Better year number 4, 2009 Ford F-150. The 2009 Ford F-150 is one of the better years to buy because it felt like a real reset for the truck. This was a full redesign, and Ford actually got a lot of important things right. The 2009 F-150 earned strong crash test results from the IIHS, including a good overall frontal rating for the redesigned crew cab, and it also picked up top government crash test scores when new. That matters because when people look for an older F-150 that still feels like a step forward, 2009 is one of the years that keeps coming up. Instead of feeling like another carryover from the rough mid-2000s stretch, this truck felt like Ford finally started moving the F-150 in a better direction. Now, I would not call the 2009 model perfect, but compared to some of the years we just covered, it is a much easier truck to defend if you want an older F-150 with stronger safety credentials, a better overall reputation, and less of the baggage tied to the worst years before it. What you need to check. If you're looking at a 2009 F-150, focus on condition, maintenance history, and how the truck was used. At this age, the model year still matters, but upkeep matters just as much. A clean 2009 with solid records can still make a lot of sense. A neglected one can still drain your wallet fast, no matter how good the year looks on paper. What makes 2009 a better year is not that it is flawless, it's that it represented a real improvement in safety, design, and overall reputation while avoiding some of the worst stigma attached to the older problem years. Better year number 3, 2014 Ford F-150. This is one of the better F-150 years to buy if you want the last version of the old-school steel body truck. That is why so many buyers like it. By 2014, Ford had years to work through most of the earlier issues in that generation, and this model year is often seen as the most mature version of the pre-aluminum F-150. It also still has the familiar steel body design that some buyers prefer for repair cost and long-term ownership. But this is where you need to be careful. I would not call the 2014 F-150 a perfect year because Ford issued a 2024 recall for certain 2014 trucks over the same sudden downshift problem that affected some earlier F-150s. But the reason this year still makes the better years list is not because it is flawless. It is because if the recall work has been completed and the truck has been maintained properly, 2014 is still one of the more appealing older F-150 years for buyers who want the final version of that steel body generation. What you need to check. If you're looking at a 2014 F-150, the first thing to do is verify the recall history by VIN and make sure the sudden downshift recall was completed. After that, look at condition, service records, and how the truck drives. A clean, well-maintained 2014 can still be a very smart buy, but a neglected one or one with unfinished recall work is a different story. What makes 2014 attractive is that it gives you the last year of the old design without experiencing most of the worst problems of the earlier trouble years. You just need to make sure the recall history is clean before you trust it. Better year number 2, 2017 Ford F-150. The 2017 Ford F-150 is one of the better modern years to buy if you want the aluminum body generation without paying up for one of the newest trucks. And that is a big reason this year still appeals to a lot of buyers. By 2017, Ford had more time to settle into the aluminum body F-150, and the truck still stands out for its strong capability, wide engine lineup, and overall usability. It feels modern, it looks modern, and it gives you a lot of what people want from a newer F-150 without forcing you into the highest price range. Edmunds also points to an above-average repair POW reliability rating for the 2017 model, which helps support its reputation as one of the better modern used options. Now, I would not call it flawless. The 2017 F-150 was included in Ford's Brake Master Cylinder recall, and it has also been tied to broader concerns involving certain 6R80 equipped trucks. So this is one of those better years that still comes with an asterisk. That said, it's still a very smart buy. You just need the specific truck to check out the right way. What you need to check. If you're looking at a 2017 F-150, start by checking the recall history with the VIN. After that, pay close attention to brake feel, transmission behavior, and service records. You want a truck that shifts smoothly, brakes confidently, and has clear signs of proper maintenance. A clean 2017 with solid records can still be one of the stronger modern F-150 choices, but if it has open recalls, odd shifting, or a weak service history, it is not worth the gamble. What makes 2017 a better year is not that it is perfect, it is that it can still be a very strong modern used truck buy when the truck has been maintained properly and the known issues have already been addressed. Better year number 1, 2021 Ford F-150. If you want a newer Ford F-150, the 2021 model year is the best one to target, and the reason is pretty simple. By 2021, Ford was well past the early growing pains of the aluminum body era, and the truck came in as a more refined, more modern F-150 with updated technology, a strong engine lineup, and a full redesign that made it feel like a real step forward. And that makes it much easier to recommend than any of the earlier modern years we already talked about. Now, that does not mean every 2021 F-150 is automatically a perfect buy. This model year has had recalls too, including a rear axle bolt recall on certain trucks with the Trailer Tow Max Duty package, along with engine-related recall populations affecting some 2021 trucks with specific EcoBoost engines. So this is still a year where the individual truck matters a lot. But what makes 2021 the top pick on this list is that it gives you a newer generation F-150 without forcing you into one of the shakier recent years. In other words, if you want a modern F-150, 2021 is one of the easiest years to defend as long as the truck has a clean history, the recall work has been completed, and the previous owner did not neglect it. Get the right one, and you're looking at one of the best F-150s Ford has built in the modern era. What you need to check. If you're looking at a 2021 F-150, start by checking the recall history by VIN. After that, confirm which engine it has, make sure all recall work was completed, and look closely at the service history. That matters even more on newer trucks because they come with more electronics, more features, and more complex systems. A clean 2021 can be a very strong modern buy, but a neglected one can still become an expensive mistake fast. What makes 2021 the #1 better year is not that it is flawless, it's that among newer F-150s, it gives you a more current truck without dropping you straight into one of the most criticized recent model years, out/CTA. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you now know something most F-150 buyers never figure out until it is too late. Not every Ford F-150 year is a smart buy, and not every one is a disaster. The model year matters more than most people think. Some years can hit you with problems that cost thousands, while others give you a much better chance of getting a truck that will hold up over time, stay dependable, and doesn't drain your wallet with one surprise repair after another. If this video helped you in knowing the right choice, subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next one. And drop a comment below telling me which F-150 year you trust the most, or which one gave you the worst problems. And if you know someone shopping for an F-150 right now, send them this video, because choosing the right year can save them a lot of money, stress, and regret. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.